5, 1. Yo, what up, Space Rangers? It's your boy, the one and only Bluetooth Foo. Holla. So now I'm here with the boys, though. You already know all of them. Yeah, I don't need to say their name unless they want to say something. But other than that,
I mean, you announced yourself.
Yeah. Let's get it.
All right, we got, Prince here, Jair. We got Christian, you already know. We got Josh out here, Vega. Anyway, though, this is season 9, episode 5. And we got Sinners for y'all. The new kid on the block. Go see it in theaters. See it.
Right. You know what I mean? All right. Since we forgot. Well, I forgot because we talked deeply.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot.
Josh, what's the word, Blerd?
I lost it. I was hoping you was gonna do the hot topic first.
I do the hot topic first.
Yeah, because I definitely lost it.
I do the hot topic first then.
I was like, he had that old man look on the.
All right, so releasing in cinemas October 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1 fight, Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we're talking about Sinners tonight. Miles Catton wants to play Miles Morales in the MCU.
Interesting.
I don't know. So Miles
Catton. Okay.
Christian, you just seen the Sinners movie. How you just... Okay. He don't know. He don't know.
I'll just kidding. He could do it. I ain't mad with him. He's actually more likely to get casted for it now than any other time. So if you're gonna shoot his shot, this the time to shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
As well.
Only reason I can see them saying no is because
it'll be his second time acting.
Yeah, that's not
but he did really good.
Yeah,
for his first time.
He's natural.
Well, actually, it could be his. I wouldn't have known it was his first time, to be honest with
you.
Yeah. Unless they decide to go really heavy with the Afro Latin background.
Yeah, legit.
That's the only reason I could see them denying.
He might know Spanish, so they could play it off.
I mean, they be having people from England come over.
Yeah.
Maybe having some nice American accents. I'm sure we could do a good little
weird delay.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. Well, moving on. There is a script already in place for Pirates of the Caribbean 6 with Johnny Depp.
Y'all gonna hate me.
They ain't gonna hold him back. You can't hold him back.
I haven't seen a full Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Why would we hate you?
What?
Look at Prince.
What?
Man, it's surprising.
Yes, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's on Disney Plus. Is it?
I bet you'll watch it if it's all black cast of Pirates.
I bet y'all would too.
And I'm in there too.
Ask me if they're gonna do that. They're gonna have them looking like that Tom Hanks movie though, and I ain't gonna like that.
I hope it makes sense though.
That
I hope they just
off.
bring it back, just to bring it back.
Piss me off.
But they were looking rough in the movie though. They were looking. I've seen how they look in Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm gonna be looking.
Oh, you talking about I'm the Captain now?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie. I forget what it's called.
They better not. They better not. They better not.
For 30 cents a day.
But they were pirates.
Lord, they better not. The center star Jack O'Neill, his next horror movie role is 28 years later. And it's probably gonna be his. He says it's probably gonna be his darkest role yet. See, that's good, but don't get typecast. Don't get typecast. Because I've never seen him in. I haven't heard of him until now. So if he's been doing horror movies, he's already typecast. Like you're gonna be in
like
horror movie.
You said that was the one that was playing Sammy.
No.
Oh,
What? No. Oh, Miles can't play Sam. He wants to be Miles Morales.
Miles
but
Morales.
okay, gotcha.
Jack O'Neill was the main vampire.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I seen him in something else, but I don't really remember. But he looked familiar though.
I'm not good with actors.
He killed it though. He did that.
He
He sure did.
I can't wait till we get to that because
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it.
All right. So the last hot topic is Delroy Lindo, another actor.
Delroy.
Yeah. I can't wait to speak on his part too. But he talks about Blade the movie.
I just
and
want y'all to know
why I got canceled and stuff,
Yeah.
So
I shit in my pants.
it started off good and then it went off the rails. So
Went off the rails.
low key we was
I'm
right.
like, what that mean, bro?
Low key we was
You
right.
know,
I
yeah.
need details.
Low key we was right.
Yeah, they need to drop details though, because what the heck is that?
Yeah.
We don't want you to be.
Rails.
We want to hear the details, man.
Somebody
Just say
slap
what it
somebody
is.
and
We
it
gotta
was
hear
in
from
their pocket.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
so
now they
mad.
do
He
it.
just said nah.
Yeah.
He just looked at it. He said nah,
Uh,
nah.
You know they do it court where they got that person that typing in everything they say. Like I want to read that. I
Yeah.
want to read everything that they said in there.
Okay.
I feel like it was like, okay, here's what we want the suit to look like. Everybody's like, okay. You know, here's the main poster. Okay. And then somebody was like, here's the script.
Yeah.
And they was like,
okay.
nah. Cause he
They're
seemed
like,
very
this-
serious.
Well,
Michelle
this
Ali
the
was just
opening
like,
scene
nah.
right here.
So who wrote this?
Sword in ass. What?
Wait.
Right. Ain't no way.
Who's what?
No stunt
Jordan.
double.
Nah,
Nah.
we ain't doing this. I ain't doing this shit.
Nah, that'd be crazy. I fight somebody.
Sword in
You think
that.
I'm jumping out of building?
Dang. Nah. Love scene between Blade and Dracula. Nah,
Man.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
I'm telling you, right here, mouth to mouth, ass to ass.
Centipede.
Throw him out.
All right,
Throw him
look.
out.
All right, look.
He's not here.
Come on. All right, Josh.
I'm
What's the
ready.
word, Blerd?
Because I got the 7-Eleven crackhead, but the word is perspicacious.
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 Okay.
I hate
Okay.
it all.
Not like it's getting sweaty.
perspicacious. Perspicacious.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
it means, it's an adjective. It means
like
having a
anxiety.
ready insight into an understanding of things.
Oh, perspicacious.
I like that.
Can you use it in a
offers
sentence?
quite, yeah,
Okay.
I sure can. It offers quite a few facts to the perspicacious reporter.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
All right.
Sounds like fact checking or something like that. But okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Similar words would be discerning, shrewd, perceptive.
Oh,
Basically fact checking. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So that is the word of the day, Blerds. Perspicacious.
perspicacious.
Use it
All right.
wisely.
You know, we've been waiting for this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about the Sinners movie, so spoiler alert. I don't care.
Yeah.
Proud of your mama.
Telling everything. It's been a week.
Further.
It's been a week.
It's your fault.
It's
But
past Tuesday now, so
Can we talk about that opening scene real
Uh-huh.
quick? When the boy came running in, he came pulling up on the.
Mhm.
I was like, dang, that junk ain't got no suspension in it. I mean,
Ain't
you just,
like that, bro.
that junk was,
Ain't like that, bro.
boy was
Nigga, old
traumatized.
school vehicle, man.
Man, when I told
Yeah.
y'all that first little quick switch between the
That
pastor
scared
and
the
the,
hell out of me.
I was like, because I had blinked right then. I was like, did I just see that? I was, and then it happened again, and the second one scared me.
Ooh, that
I was like,
scared
what
the
was
hell out
that?
of me. And it was loud too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was in the IMAX theater. It was loud as hell.
Yeah.
I
It
did see
was.
that when you posted it. I was like, oh, he in IMAX. I mean, he gonna be hearing that.
IMAX is a different ball
Heard
game, brother.
Yeah, I did like the first scene to where it gets you prepared. Like, what happened to him to look like this and act like that?
Right, man.
Yeah.
Like what we about to see.
Yeah. I would have dropped that guitar, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but it's all right. All right. I guess next up was, meeting
The twins.
the character,
Smokestack.
the twins, Smoking Stack.
Smoking Stacks.
I'm trying to put some money in your pocket.
How y'all feeling about them in the beginning of the movie?
Listen, that shit was wild.
Aura.
Them niggas was cool, and I was just sitting there like, this the same nigga.
Nah, we cousins.
Nah, we yes. Nah, we cousins. I instantly thought about Killmonger.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, he did his thing.
Low key though. I don't know if y'all seen that when Superman split into red and blue.
Yeah,
And he had two different personalities. That low key was Killmonger split into two personalities.
pretty
Low
much.
key. Cause you had like the serious, cold, Stack. No, Smoke.
No, Smoke.
And
yeah,
then
Smoke.
and then you had the charismatic Stack.
One is always getting into some
I
shit.
thought he was gonna be hot headed. I ain't gonna lie to you. But he wasn't
Hey.
really that hot headed. He was just smooth.
Playful.
Yeah.
They can
Like,
sell
it's
anything to anybody, though. I swear to
Yeah,
you.
they could.
I like that negotiate the bartering scene. I like that.
Mhm.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
How about
yeah.
$40 a night? More, I'll let you finish that bottle before boy, it went straight to the harmonica.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. If I was stealing, I would have rather been the guy that got shot in the butt than the guy that shot in the knee.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt bad for him. I mean, they was stealing, but
Hey,
That man
said,
said, I can't
God.
let y'all steal from the twins and not walk
just
away
get
with no
him.
bullet in you.
yeah, you better be telling no story.
All right. I got away.
almost
Right.
robbed
Because I would have been like,
Almost
shit,
robbed him.
I don't need to sit down, but I gotta walk.
Like, dang, boy.
He said, "Get up." He said, "Help me."
Man, I need help.
He said, "I need help."
Man. What y'all think of the Asian characters?
The guy was cool.
I mean, until we get to that part, but
I was surprised to see him when I saw him. My
Yeah.
initial reaction I was like, oh. And then they had like, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna sound messed up, but the thick country accent, I just wasn't expecting it. So in my head, I was like, oh, they got southern accents. I mean, it makes sense, but they got southern accents.
because I
It hit me
don't know.
sideways.
I wouldn't have known if they was back then around that time, but it was
Right.
cool because it's like it showed how they are now because like they keep it in the family. Like they had a business and they had another business
Yeah.
right there. Like that was dope. I was like, okay,
Yeah, about their business.
for real. They ain't playing
I
around.
think he opened up how open we are as a culture too,
Yeah.
or at least during the time period. Like we are pretty open to other people coming in if they come in with respect.
Yeah,
And if they providing a great service too.
Right.
It kind of remind me of how it, as time went on, how they ended up having convenience stores in the hood,
Mm-hmm.
or like they always got a Chinese restaurant.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
what I'm
They keep that
saying?
business in the family, man.
It's,
They ain't playing.
but it's always near us though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's something. It's like it's weird because it's like they know they can get our business,
Mm-hmm.
but we
All you
still
gotta do is supply a good product, show some respect, and well, in some cases, you don't gotta show respect.
I was about to
If
say
you a
because
Jamaican restaurant, because they'll be
a complicated relationship.
you'll have somebody, the meanest dude going to Jamaican restaurant, and they could yell at him like, "Yo, what you want? Like, hurry up! This, that, and the third." Like, I just want the oxtails and the plantains, and I'm
Surprised there ain't no more. We
ain't got no
more
more.
blazers than it should be.
But like you said, they keep it in the family,
Yeah, sure.
or they keep it within their race. Let me not say keep it in the family. That's a bad. But they keep it within their race. That's bad.
Inbreeding. That's crazy.
Whoa.
So
This conversation.
it's obviously we can tell that cornbread has not been getting head.
Oh yeah. That junk had me weak. She said, "How much money we paying?" He looked over like, "Excuse me, you know how to do that?"
He just said, "Fuck you," and you talking about how much money.
Yeah,
That was the funniest part of me. He was like, "Well, fuck you and fuck your wife."
bruh.
Well, he said, "Whoa, now cornbread. I don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
I just had to get your attention. I had to get your attention. I had to keep you here.
There's money
You was
on
about to leave me."
Got him too.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Ain't
Got
nobody
it,
really
nigga,
want
on
problems with cornbread. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Hey, a
that's
big
Well,
dude.
they
the
got.
transitions was very good. Like even when they got to the juke joint, like
Mm-hmm.
even like it's almost like a jump scare, but they transition to the other scene. Like they played a part. Like there was like a source about to be a scream, but it was like a scream into the music. That was great. But my favorite scene. Oh, go ahead, please.
No, I was about to say the music was.
I'm telling you, my favorite scene, like, cause I seen it twice, but when I first seen it, the music scene, the music when he tell him where you from, yo, that whole scene, just like the past, present, and future, everybody collabing together, yo,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I had goosebumps, but it was like I was a part of the scene. It was like it was so transcending, like that scene, that alone, they get award for that scene alone, like.
Yeah, me and my sister mom like that scene because just to see everything like come together and where it started and the future, present. Yeah, I like that.
And they even included the little the two Asian dancing, the Asian culture in there a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was cool.
She got like she's about to start twerking.
Yeah, for a second then.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, shrimp fried rice.
I like the music in general too. Like every
You want
single
egg roll?
music,
Let me get an egg roll.
it feel like it elevated it.
Yeah, it did. It did. Like that scene, because especially it's like in the very beginning, it talks about it opened doors or something like that, and it unwanted guests. So, and when you see that, it's like I ain't gonna hold you. When I first seen it, I said, dang, they done burn the building down. But it's like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I said it. Chris was
like,
just quiet. I said the building go.
I didn't want to spoil it to you. And I was
Right.
I was stuck in the scene again because it really it transports you. But it made me think though, because some musical artists nowadays, or even in the past too, they had like struggles. So it's like some people can't handle that when they activate that. Like how the scene was. Like, does it transport them to like they're making music with ancestors, and then with some other people that kind of had struggles, it awakens those demons, and they fall off their path.
Mm-hmm.
That made me think about that because I'm like, oh, maybe that probably is happening, but this way.
End up selling their soul.
Yeah, like they,
Let the evil in.
because not necessarily vampires, but like demons. Like this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I loved every bit of that. Like Black culture for real. Like he did that.
He did. How'd y'all feel about the scene right after that when they came up trying to get into the juke joint?
I like their little song.
That joint was funny. He was like, "We just trying to have fun." He was like,
Which one?
"We got our own."
I like both of them.
I mean,
all
I
them songs.
I like all the music that was in this.
Oh,
Like,
that Pit Poor Robin clean. That
motherfuckers sound
they talking about
good.
killing somebody.
They did sound a little racist.
Yeah.
It did too. Especially
Sound like a
when
lynching to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Now the other one, the other song when they was over there like fake about it, and they went by a campfire, but it's a campfire song. Now that was good.
When he was in the middle doing the jig, the Irish jig, yeah. He was killing that joint.
When he was singing to Mary, he said about that part? Yeah.
When she came walking up to talk to them, they negotiate.
I went too far. My fault.
Yeah, you went too ahead. I'm talking about.
I saw I was kind of wrong with your face. About there to deep.
Yeah,
that song. That song was good too. But yeah, that song. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If I would have left that juke joint and seen them out in the corner, sitting over there, and I'm walking up to it, because the light already hitting them all types of wrong.
Yeah,
They
that
looking pale in the
they did
non-existent
good with
moonlight,
that.
and I was like, I would have walked right back in that juke joint. I wouldn't have gone and talked to them. I'd have been like, yeah, they can't come in. I don't care if they got gold. I
Man,
don't
you
care
got
if they
bit.
got
What are you talking
diamonds.
about? You got bit.
Nah, I
You
wouldn't
got
have
bit
got
like she
bit.
did.
I wouldn't have got. She went all the way out there.
He got bit.
She went all the way out there. I would have
Oh,
took
you
a
talking
step
about
out
going too
there,
far?
That's where they was
seen
at.
them in the distance, and I'd have been like, nah.
Well, see,
it's too
that's
dark
where
out here.
her privilege came in because
That is
she
true.
thought because she was, looked like them, she was safe.
I mean,
And-
she's 3/4.
And with that too, I feel
Right.
like with the
Looked
trailer,
like.
like they
majority.
shouldn't have showed her turning into a vampire now in the trailer.
No, they
As soon
shouldn't have
as we
showed
watched the
either
movie-
of them.
Soon as we watched the movie, we was like, "Oh, well, this is how it happens. This is how it happens."
Yeah.
Like, and
Nah, what's funny? The Native Americans, bro, they got out of there.
They tried.
Yeah,
to
they
warn
did.
them.
They said, "Hey, it's nighttime. It's
You see them
nighttime.
no
We gotta go."
You didn't know
yeah,
more.
hurry
They
up.
tried to
Well,
warn
too
them.
late.
dog.
He was ready to go. He said, "Hey, that's sun there.
He's like,
That's
I
sun
ain't get
down.
bit for
We
nobody.
go."
Time to go
I
home.
ain't get bit for nobody.
You tried to help them. They said F you. They gave you the finger. Let's
They
go.
gotta be with you. Like, what the heck?
And it was crazy too, man, because he was the only one that got it. Unless he was lying about them getting his wife. I assume they
could have been telling the
killed
truth.
him. Yeah, I assume they killed everybody but him. And I'm like, dang, if they had just got him, we would have been
Yeah.
all right.
It'd
You
been
know what I'm
good.
saying?
It's been good.
They know probably been just like a Black people versus the Klan movie.
Yeah, it would have been
Yep.
playing in. Yeah.
Yep.
I love. Well, that's too far. But
Nah,
When they-
cut it out
when
of
she was
context.
biting
We'll
them,
get there.
when
We'll
she
get
was
there.
when
We'll
she
get
was
there.
biting them, and the old girl Perlene was up there singing, like it just got loud perfectly. That whole song, like
Yeah.
it was transitioning. I was like, yeah, that's Chef's Kiss. Like they did
Hey,
that.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. She probably would have got me too if that was my girl. I ain't seen her in a minute. She would have got me too. I wouldn't have seen. I wouldn't know. Now the drool would have threw me off. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, that.
That drool would have.
You want some?
That nigga was
I hate-
like,
Crazy.
shit, we ain't never
I'm
done
glad
that
she-
before.
she would've-
Right.
she would've
That
got
would have been
you.
too thick though. That was a lot of drool leaving her mouth.
They
That
probably
was-
man.
that
They
was
probably
a
done busted
mini
in
river.
right there.
Huh?
They probably done busted in right there. Cause
They
she like
probably
she was
did.
riding.
Yeah, she looked like she was riding. You know when
Tell you
Sammy
one thing,
Sammy
bro.
opened that door, she was going crazy.
Ain't gonna be engaged for too long. I tell you
They was some pussy lickers back then, boy.
Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
taste.
That's why he said, "I don't care. You ain't got to wipe off, girl."
He found that
But
button.
she said the same thing too.
Found
She
that
was
button.
like, "So you just gonna stick your tongue in my pussy, and then just act like I'm supposed to forget you?"
She said,
It was some.
I know he about
pussy
got hard when she said that. I
lickers.
know he
Yeah,
did. He was like, "That John was good."
yeah. So what
Yo.
you think? I'm supposed to just,
He said, I thought he was making love.
What you want to hear? That I love you? You the only thing I think about. That what you want to hear?
That's what you want to hear.
Shit.
That's what most of them.
Oh yeah, that part too. That was she was talking about. Oh, that body remembered me. I was like, yep.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
I
I
was
ain't
like,
gonna lie,
dang, they
I
said
probably would have folded right there.
I
That was
would
a
have
good
folded
scene.
too.
That was a good scene. Now
Like, dang, he knew he wanted some of that when he came back home though. He knew he wanted. I know he wanted that. He might have been mad about the baby, but he wanted some of that.
a lot of women were probably jealous on that part because she got the
Yeah.
touch. You know what I mean?
Bro, he said, "Get that fake money out of here."
I want
He
your
was
blood
mad as
money.
all when they said. He said, "You want us to accept this?" Like, and then he made a point. He brought it back later. He was like, "You see, Stack was all like, oh, we got this." He was like, "That top number is real money.
Mhm.
That bottom number is that plantation money."
Yeah, he was
He was
mad.
like-
He said, "This ain't no charity. I'm talking about US dollars."
He said, "We're gonna last 2 weeks or 2
Yeah,
months."
he was
I think he said
mad.
2 months.
No, I said he said about 2 weeks.
He said 2 weeks.
I think
I thought he said 2 months.
probably. I don't know. I forgot.
And
What he said,
from a
Prince?
business standpoint, I agreed with Stacks and them because it was like, okay, that's how you get business. They trust y'all as that's how you keep them coming back. You know what I'm saying? But I know where smoke was coming from too. Like, okay,
Yeah, once you accept it, you gotta accept it. Like
we
all of a sudden
ain't got
next
no money
weekend-
to be,
Yeah,
But it was the first night. I mean, damn, you thought you was gonna get it all back in the first night?
I say they get a
He
discount.
said we're not gonna last nothing but 2 months if we keep going like we're going. That's what he's saying.
Just like slow down, smoke. We gonna
Shoot,
get it.
all them beers, catfish, and all that.
Nah,
Shoot.
Yeah.
not like they had a resupply available because they stole all that stuff.
And you gotta pay who involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was another thing I want to talk about too. But we'll get to it.
Stealing.
Not well. I was saying I would love to see a prequel
That's what I was telling
of them in Chicago. You know, what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and like
Yeah.
their dad. I want to see what's up with the dad and stuff.
Yeah, like just their own story, man. I don't know if Michael B.
Correct.
Jordan would want to ever go through that again because I know he had to go through hell playing both of them roles.
Yeah.
But I would love to see them growing
They
up.
talk about
going
a
to
sequel too,
Chicago.
though.
I don't know.
Apparently.
After the movie, at the premiere, he looked like he was happy and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't look drained. Like some movies, like characters will look drained, like actors will look drained. So
Yeah.
movies, though.
He was meant for it though, because like I said, you would have never been able to tell me that weren't two different people.
Yeah, it did feel like two different people.
yeah,
Like, that
feel
was
like he
incredible.
actually had a twin.
Like for real.
Legit.
Smoke is the reason everything went wrong in that movie. Cause he was playing. He was like, he said, I done win the war. I was in Chicago. I ain't never seen no ghosts, no demons, no warlocks, no nothing. You know, remember that when he was yelling at that old girl?
I blame Stag.
Nah, I mean,
You
if
remember
we-
that? He said, I ain't seen nothing. That stuff ain't real. It was like, all right. Ancestor said, all right.
Yeah, I
Look
blame
over here
Stag.
yelling, all right.
Because they were good until they went over there and messed with them people.
I mean, it's the
And
white
again,
folks' fault for what if you ask me. Ain't nobody asking to
Jinxed
come
him,
there.
though. Smoke jinxed him.
And again, it could have snowballed after everybody left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He
he
could have.
I mean,
Somebody,
Sammy
they had to
came
go
to sing,
outside
though.
eventually.
Sammy came
Yeah.
to sing. But either way, if Sammy wasn't there, because apparently Delroy, his character, and speaking of that pissed me off because I thought he was gonna go out differently because he's like, hey, they gonna have to go through me. The devil done came and seen me before, and they come up there. Oh, you want some of this? You want? And
I
he
was
go,
like,
I
is
said,
it
"Don't
zombies?"
say that."
I was like, this is zombies left?
I said,
I mean, he sacrificed himself.
I thought the nigga was about to set the building on fire or something, and from the inside
We
or
can't
something.
skip that Asian woman.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that pissed me
we
off.
gonna get-
Come
we
on
gonna
in here, motherfucker.
Because we done skipped past it to when they came in. She said, "Come." They was like, "Please
Okay,
don't say that."
before we go to her,
Okay,
I do want to say, and I guess this is the point, but that white man was low key cooking when he was saying the shit he was saying about like us coming together and we could have a new life if y'all just come on out here and let us bite you. I was just like, hey, he ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking about how the KKK was just gonna come there and shoot him up. And he was like, if we come together,
See, I don't
we
know.
can stop all this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I was
he's
just like, hey, this man
Mm.
now
This is his
now
name.
his way wasn't accurate. The way he
Right.
was going about because
Right.
you making people's choices for him. But the
Yeah.
stuff he was saying was on fire. I was like, hey, now I see why people join cults. Okay.
I ain't sharing no
Because
brain
the
cells
shit
with
sound
nobody.
good, man. It sounded good. He was persuading them just like the devil. He was like, now I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but I just think it will work for everybody if we just do
Yeah.
this. I'm just
But who
saying.
would have been leading?
Well, he would have been in control, of course.
All right.
And but
We
see,
ain't
that's
gonna get
what I'm
into
saying. He a
politics, though. We're
smooth
not gonna get into
talking. He a
politics.
smooth
We're
talking
not gonna get into
snake.
politics.
Smooth
There was some
talking snake, man.
undertones to that movie. But I'm not going to talk
Smooth
about the
talking
undertones.
snake, bro. No, you got to bring up the undertones.
I
That's
can't
very
talk about the
important.
undertones. That's
It's very vital.
It's out there. You know what I'm saying? It's too raw.
Well, you need to bring them
Nah,
overtones.
you better say it.
Overtones, because that's why this movie
don't
was
know,
so
like-
perfect.
When they brought it in, like, because you got to think about now, like, even at the end of the, and I hate to skip to the end, but I feel like it's relevant because, not saying that there's anything wrong with interracial relationships. I'm not saying that. But it was the way they was dressed, you know, they kind of remind you of like some movie stars or some popular
did.
artist during the time.
She did have the hoop earrings and stuff and the lollipop.
She did. She did.
He had on the Coogee sweater.
And so like it just kind of had me wondering a little bit because at that point, you know, they weren't necessarily, it wasn't a big hive mind. So I'm not sure what who the leader was because of the ending. Because it seemed like everybody was kind of getting controlled.
There was no. They said they still live. You know,
it was just them.
They just keep pushing.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was just them. So they was in their own mind and everything. But it just felt like, I don't know, when I saw them, it's like I saw some of like some artists that you like. If you listen to their early work, it changed compared to like when they got famous. Like they might have had a certain style in the beginning, and then if you go check now, like they you know, like people that, like I was saying earlier, kind of sold for the music essentially. Right. And so like that's kind of what went through my head a little bit when I saw that.
So you feel like he sold his soul to the white woman?
I didn't say that.
I mean, do you feel like that? Like it's a topic.
It was more so I don't know, because I didn't like, I couldn't say I don't know enough. I had to go rewatch the movie. But I felt undertones to the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like him telling them to come together, or everybody coming together under.
He was cooking.
White man
under a banner, you know, or something like that.
Kind of like.
Because he was still in control in a way, because they was doing what he wanted essentially because he was the leader.
Basically, manipulated.
All them up too. Y'all go home.
Did.
Then she's like, we gotta keep everybody inside. It's too late for that.
It's too late for that. Everybody's outside.
Yeah, but like I said, he wasn't racist though.
He wasn't racist.
That was the thing that got me. I was like, damn, he low key said anybody can get it.
Right.
You know.
But I respected it. His way was superior.
Yeah, but then that's where he falls, because it's like you making choices for people that didn't ask for this.
Exactly.
Just because of the way you think. You know, but that's the devil. The devil thinks that everybody should think like him and follow his leadership. And when you do that, you get everything you ever wanted. Never mind the fact that I lost my life. Yeah. You know, I lost my way of living. You know, you took my family. I'm never getting into heaven.
I mean, like, the devil knows all this when he recruits you. Like, it's not that he thinks his way is right. He just wants you to be in the crap with him.
Well, he do think he right. That's the
he don't care about if he right.
He do think he right.
He just
that's why he act the way he do think he right. But and he feels like everybody else is going the wrong way, and this is why. He'll even explain it to you, and you'll low key be like, "Damn, hold up, time out. You're making too much sense." But he not gonna
debatable. But he not gonna paint the other picture
with you. He not gonna paint the other picture though.
Nah. You know, I don't think he necessarily think he's right though.
He gonna show you the side of the gold, not letting you see the backside of it is fool's gold.
Yeah. I mean, like, but he know it's fool's gold, which means he know like he not necessarily right.
I still feel like his way of thinking, he feels like he's right, because he feels like this is how I get you to follow my lead, because I know you're not just gonna come with me.
But that don't mean he think he right.
So like, what is he thinking? So you think he's just doing it just out of meanness, or you feel like he really? Because I don't feel like
I don't think he cares about being right. I don't think that's his.
What does he care about?
I think he cares about destruction. Like, it doesn't mean he thinks he's right. You know, how do I explain it? What do you mean by right? Maybe I should ask that.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay. What's your definition of right?
I feel like his way of thinking, he feels like that's the way to go. And he's going to convince you however he can to follow his leadership, because he feels like this is the way it should be. I know there's a way that they tell us we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the way. And I'm going to get you to believe that any way I possibly can.
So
basically,
he believes that pain, suffering is the way to go.
Well, because in his mind, I feel like in his mind, if you're suffering, it's because you're not following his leadership. I guess he feels like you're choosing to suffer because you're deciding. Because we all been told there's trials and tribulations with following the path of God.
Right.
It ain't no perfect route. But the
Right.
devil gonna tell you, if you come this way, ain't no suffering over here. Now, when the suffering comes, he gonna then be like, so what did you do wrong? Because I already told you what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You ain't listening. Now you gotta suffer the consequences of not listening to me. But see, if you come on back, I'm gonna show you the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you keep thinking that that's the way when this is the way.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by he feels like, I guess the dangerous part of the devil is that he feels like he's so right. There is no it, like, regardless of what happens, I'm right. That's the dangerous part. Like he's like the ultimate version of a narcissist. Like, I don't care what happened, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? That's the dangerous and scary part.
Basically, it's like no ultimatum.
I mean, like,
It's just my way or the highway.
Yeah, and it's like, and this is why I'm right. And he gonna give you an answer even when you got a rebuttal. But nah, because, and it's like, I can't talk to this person.
Well, it's ain't no ultimatum.
I mean, like, how I view it is the devil's more of a gaslighter. Gaslighter can know if he's wrong, but he doesn't want you to believe that he's wrong. He wants you to feel like you're always wrong.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I know all.
A gaslighter always tries to control in some kind of way. It's a control tactic.
I know all, and I tell all. What I says is that kind of thing. So, yep, I understand the mindset. What he's saying though.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with that either. But I feel like that comes from a place of, because I'm right. Not because I'm trying to trick you only, but because I'm telling you this because I feel like I'm right. And
I feel like he just wants to deter.
Yeah, about to say, either he feels like he knows he's
just
right,
like,
or he knows.
Just like there's people who just like want to knock people off their path for whatever reason. That's just like just to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like, because he's upset. You know that you trying to go where he was essentially, and he's like, "Oh, you made them, and you want them to get up to where you, but I'm gonna bring them down here with me, and we're gonna just all suffer together." And so I'm gonna make them have as peaceful as a life they can have while they're here, and get comfortable with me. Or I guess it would depend on the path, because some people have but it's just to deter you and take your eyes off of, like, I don't think he necessarily believes he's right or wrong, and some people don't care if they're right or wrong, just like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's similar.
I ain't gonna hold you. My other scene, I like this clan scene. I don't care. Yep, take him out. Take him out.
I did think it was done when old boy decided to speak. He said, "I'll give you all the money I got."
And that's funny, because when they was buying a place, he acts like the floor is clean and all that.
There was some foreshadowing.
Yeah,
like they been killing people there.
Boy said it's a slaughterhouse. Like, ain't tragedy.
Be surprised.
You want to talk about the Asian lady now?
I was pissed at her.
Nah, because that was crazy. You know what? I had to use the bathroom, and because Prince had already told me I was gonna hate her, right? And so that scene came up. I'm trying to figure out why I'm a hater. I was like, is she gonna leave? I said, I'm gonna be mad if she leaves. Like, that's her fault. And then they were trying to move move their hand, or they was trying to cover her mouth so she wouldn't talk. And I'm sitting here like, what would she say? Like, is she gonna scream? I said, let her scream. Like, and then she bit old boy's hand and said, "Come on inside." I said, "You dumb." I said, "I'm gonna go use the bathroom." He said, "You go miss it." I said, "I don't care. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I gotta pee."
It was very selfish. It was very selfish.
Why would you, of all things, why would you say that?
But
it was strange.
Why would you say that? There's no reason to tell him to come inside.
She ain't even do nothing but kill her husband.
That's why. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You could have went outside and did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Go do that yourself. Call your husband to the door.
I low key. Now I say she's selfish, but I also gotta put myself in her shoes, because they had just told her, "Oh, we just gonna go get your daughter."
Yeah.
They still there. They didn't leave.
Yeah, she could have went outside though.
Yeah, but all the rest of them could have still did it.
That's true. It was
So
a
I
hive
guess
mind.
it's like I understand, but now you done put everybody else in jeopardy for your child. You know, and it's like, well, what about me? You know?
Technically, the whole town knew where the daughter was.
Yeah.
The whole town knew. They knew where the store was at. She'd have to kill everybody in order to delete that information in a
I
way.
guess that's what she called herself doing.
Okay, go outside and kill everybody.
But
Don't.
The garlic scene was hilarious.
That was
Like
funny.
I was like the first time I seen it, I know when old girl Perlene was like, "Oh, I ain't taking it." And in the theater, I said out loud, I said, "We'll die, I said, "We'll die, bitch," because there ain't no way, because there ain't no way.
It's a serious situation.
Because what the fuck you doing?
Right.
This is serious.
And then Daryl was about to piss me off when he started.
Yeah.
He would have been dead. He would have been dead because I would have shot him in the head.
I've been drinking.
He said, he would have been dead once he started convulsing. Bang. Go ahead and make it quick. Wood stake to the heart. Wood stake to the heart. And then he talking about some I've been drinking.
They already had sacrificed one person. All that blood. We gotta get him outside. We gotta get him outside.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad for him.
That was messed up.
I feel bad for him.
He had a bad night all
he
right.
woke up banging on the
face.
door. Yep. He's like, hey, let me in.
I remember how long they was stumping that dude.
Yeah.
They cut him in the face. They was stomping him for about
They
30
stomped
minutes.
him
That whole song.
Yeah, that whole song. That whole
Like,
song,
damn.
bro.
It's
I was
over.
like, God, man, he dead. He's dead. Somebody stepped on his cranium and it smashed in. That thing is smashed.
Legit.
He better hope he Tom so he can
All right,
back
so
out.
rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10.
1,000.
1,000.
I give it a 12.
12. All right.
12.
I'd
Well,
probably give it an 8. It was good. I really liked it.
This nigga don't like black people. Nah,
I really liked it. There are some scenes sometimes I felt the pacing was kind of slow, just a little.
okay, cool. Which ones?
And,
Which ones?
And I kind of wish they had a little bit more thriller and like the fight scene. You know, like I wish they had like at least a mid scene where how am I explaining? Because like I was hoping for more thriller in it. You know, like because like when they did shots like that in the beginning, and then the part where he was trying to give the money and pulled them, like scenes like that was like perfect. You know, I was like, dang, I want more of that. You know,
I got you. We did. I got you.
I mean, it's still a good movie though, but it's just certain. That's all.
Let's talk about that belly flop old boy did when he jumped out from the barn door.
He wasn't thinking, man. He wasn't thinking.
he just did y'all see that? He just fell straight down. He just fell straight down to the ground.
I think
Sammy
he landed on his knee or something.
Oh yeah. He was just desperate.
And I think I had noticed like he was messed up in the beginning of the movie because I looked over to Fritz. I said he walking like that guitar up his butt. The rest of that guitar up his butt. Right?
That boy was stressed.
That boy was hurt because of that fall.
Man.
And then when old boy Smoke got thrown against that dang pillar, I was like, my back started hurting. It was like he hit his lower back on the pillar. Yeah. That joint had me hurting. I ain't gonna lie.
And see, that scene too, when I first seen it, I thought it was the Mojo bag that protected him, but he had that silver piece on his necklace. Yeah. So he couldn't bite him anyway. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, because when I first saw that, I thought it was because he couldn't do it because it was his brother, but then I found out it was because of the silver thing. I was like, well, thank God she was thinking because she saved his life, even though he died anyway. But he lived long enough to do what he needed to do.
Yeah. They told them men up.
Threw that grenade.
Yep.
I thought he would have been got shot without the Mojo. Threw that Mojo bag off.
He was ready to go. What killed? I still can't believe old boy started talking. Like, I know you see him reaching for nothing. He's about dead. Just shut up. He said,
like,
"I'll give y'all my money. I got money." He said,
I'm like, no, I bet you don't. We gave you.
You interrupted a moment.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like people like that. Like you try to kill and do all this and you begging and all that. Come on.
I got money.
You might as well stay on 10 toes.
All right.
Just keep getting hated, you know. Like,
I'd rather you start yelling racial slurs to me at the end.
Yeah, don't beg.
Yeah, you just looking dumb now.
It's like yeah, I'm kidding. Like, no, please don't. Like, what?
And then
I got a family.
Pauline must have tasted real good for him to name the place after.
Yeah, he remembered that taste. He said,
He ain't never forgot.
No, wasn't she married?
Yeah, she was married.
That's crazy.
but not happily.
I'm surprised the husband ain't never show up to the show.
All right.
He probably now let's talk about everybody that lost somebody and probably was like, well, what the fuck happened?
Oh yeah, because they don't know.
Cornbread wife, she probably was like, well, where the hell this nigga that took the money and left?
Money, yeah.
Perline's husband, he probably ain't know she was there.
Speaking of cornbread, he ain't even look right when he pulled up. Talking about let me in. He didn't look right in the face.
Why didn't he just?
He was out there. We out here. I said, "Oh yeah, that nigga big.
Why your big ass can't just walk up in?
Why
just come on in? They say come on in here
all night. Why can't you just walk back in here? No, something ain't right.
Come on, just.
He was like, this man needs comforting. And don't let me in.
Don't let me in so I can.
Hey,
out here. Nah,
but why he go all the way out there for though? Like,
because he went to feed.
He could have
go around the corner or something. Like, that's too far.
That is far.
That's too far.
He did go.
Come on, in the dark.
Maybe he got some self-conscious thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Shoot, I would have been by a car or something, nigga. I ain't going that far.
Niggas was cool.
It's dark out there.
That's too far. I ain't doing it.
He ain't got no street legs.
Especially after the people just left. Nah.
And then they said,
right, because I would have thought they would have tried some shit. But I guess he thought he was big.
I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think I was cutting up the whole movie. I said, dang, he could just stop peeing midstream like that. Like that's
gifts.
Take talent.
Homebread. He said
they were whispering his name, bro.
Nigga, run. Man, that scene was scary as hell when they all was when they were doing the river dance. That shit was scary as hell.
I love that.
Their eyes was glowing.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. If I saw that in the distance, I would have been just like Delroy.
Because I thought about it. I was like, they told them all to go home, so I'm pretty sure. And they all got ate up.
They said, y'all ain't invite us. Let's do it.
Niggas was in the circle, river dancing.
He said, I just want to let y'all know I shit my pants.
That movie was so real, bro. God, it was real as hell.
I think I just shot myself.
That's okay.
Them niggas was really black in it.
Yeah, that was good.
But that scene was sad though, man. It's amazing to be able to make us believe that you lost somebody and you the person that was lost, because it's you the same character. I'm talking about when Stacks got bit.
Yeah,
he made me. I was like, damn, man, like I ain't never felt no hurt like that, bro. Yeah.
They said she was like, we got to take that body outside. He
was like,
we ain't moving nothing. I'd have been like,
that's part of me is him.
Well, y'all both can go outside then.
I ain't gonna lie, you won't or something, bro.
I ain't y'all both can go outside then.
Jeez.
There ain't no way.
But back to the devil conversation real quick, Christian.
Yes, sir.
I guess where I'm coming from is I'm thinking like what led him to being casted out in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like it had to have been something going on in your mind that says, oh, this shit is stupid. Yeah. This is how we should do it, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's a person that think they right.
Yeah,
you know. But I guess it could come from a place of destruction. I mean, you know, trying to be destructive too. I don't know. I think it's both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard your version a little more though, where it's like he's just here to, you know, steal, kill, and destroy.
Only reason I say that is because for you to believe Cause he down in hell with everybody. For you to believe that you're knowing where people are gonna end up.
Well, wasn't he casted there first? And
Yeah,
then
that's what I'm
when
saying. He's been
Yeah.
there though. And he knows the rules. He knows the rules.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like he's a rule breaker. And he's just like, you know what? This is where it need to be. This for real. But I don't know.
I got you.
I guess my mind is like, how can you be there and then not want to stay? It had to be something in your mind to say, this ain't working for me, and you need to listen to me because I know better. Like, he's saying this to God, you know what I'm saying? And he going to the other angels too. Like, man, let me tell you something. I know God told y'all that rain comes out of a cloud, but for real, rain comes from a tree. And I'm gonna tell you why it comes from a tree. And they probably was sitting there like, damn, hold up. That make a lot more sense to me.
Okay,
You know,
I can see that while he's in heaven, but like
Yeah.
once he in hell and everything burning, and he know if he distracts you and you gonna burn too, and he think that's right. That's what you essentially telling me.
I don't know, because he
He
could
know
have
we
just
gonna
said, "I'm
eventually die.
sorry."
He
could have
know
just said, "I'm sorry."
we gonna
Like,
eventually
damn,
die.
God, for real, God, for real. I ain't what? Oh well, Lord forgive me. I ain't mean it like that. But dang, God, I could have been like, "Hey,"
And we don't know what happened in that first battle. He could have said, "Hey, now chill."
We don't.
Hey, now chill.
We don't, man.
He could have gave him chances.
But he could have just. I don't know.
He could have asked for forgiveness.
For
And I was like, "Hey, I
somebody to
gave you
be
chances to
okay
turn around."
Yeah.
with staying there, it's got to be something wrong with them, bro. Because if I had got casted out after I done seen all the beautifulness, and then you told me I got to leave, and this is all I got, and I'm okay with it,
Right. I didn't just hear anything I said.
Or like you said, he not okay with it, and now he making sure nobody gets the glory.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Hey, go see the movie. See it at least 5 times.
That's why this movie's so good, because they make you think, bro.
At least 5 times. And stop posting screenshots of the movie screen and video of the movie screen on social media.
No point, man. People want to see the movie. Give people a chance to see the movie.
Like, what the heck? I see it. I'm reporting it. I don't care.
That's bootlegging.
Without hesitation.
Yeah. And go spend the money, man. Because that's another reason why we don't ever get these types of movies like we should, because niggas ain't putting the money in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Show Hollywood that this is the type of shit we would pay for. So they'll continue to give us the big budgets.
Yeah.
If you can afford it.
And stop hating on Ryan Coogler's bill.
You can go see
stop hating on his
Hold
bill.
up.
Warner Bros.
Pay your bills. Pay your bills.
Support the art.
Oh my
Stop
God.
hating on Ryan
All
Coogler's
right, y'all
movie
listening
bill.
to that green. You're going to get all your green took, and you're going to be on the street.
Ain't nobody on this damn. You on the internet, you can go see Sinners.
Well, y'all do what y'all want. If y'all end up on the street, thank Green 5, all right?
$5, $5 Tuesday.
Don't come support you.
$5 Tuesday.
Yeah, stimulus.
He got his own stimulus over there.
Y'all voted for the motherfucker. He supposed to make sure you get to the movies.
Hey, look, check us out
on all platforms. Look up Blerd Beyond. We will pop up. Check out our gaming page, Space Ranger Gaming. Check out our entertainment page where you hear about everything entertainment first and foremost, right when it drops. On Facebook, it's called The Black Space Ranger. It's going to be an honorary Space Ranger.
Nice. Always remember.
Go Beyond.